And Scott, what would you put on your list?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe like some new kitchen utensils?
No, maybe just a pot of coffee and a nice book one day.
Yeah, what do you think, Katie? What would you ask Santa for?
I've already decided. I would like for Michael White to make for it to stop raining.
Oh, okay. Like forever, like indefinitely?
Just at least for like 4 days in a row.
Okay. All right, we'll work on that.
And then, you know, then it can go back to raining.
All right, some good things we're thinking about asking Santa from. And again, like Joe mentioned, we would love to hear from you on our Facebook page. Right now, we're going to find out what Scott is cooking for us from Pinzones Italian Village. I see you have some things that are colorful, some red, some green, since we're celebrating Christmas in July.
You know, in Italy, actually, Christmas is not just a day, it's many days. It's
like it.
Yeah. So one great thing, like I said earlier, is that Christmas to me is family, it's sharing, and what we're going to do today is a brodetto. Brodetto is Italian, means broth. And actually, over in San Francisco, they would call this a cioppino. And basically the idea is that whatever you catch that day, you just chip in. And that's kind of how the word got translated to cioppino. You just chip in whatever you caught, a little bit of fish here, a little bit of calamari here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you just build it. It's all a part of sharing. Everybody brings a little something to the pot. So it's kind of like a Italian gumbo, almost.
Oh, some good knowledge there.
Yeah,
very nice.
And I remember this early in the morning, so I'm really kind of happy
Yeah.
with that. Yeah. But we're going to just start off with the olive oil is always present. And so we're going to add some fresh vegetables here, a little onion and a little garlic, of course.
Okay, some red onion and some yellow onion, white onion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Now on the garlic, I just smash it
Okay.
instead of just doing a mince.
It's
gonna cook for a while. So if it was minced, it'd actually probably overcook a little bit.
All right.
Now we're just gonna let that. It's called just sweat it out a little bit. Just get the juices going there. They're going to add all these fresh tomatoes. I actually combined several different types of tomatoes. We have heirloom tomatoes, which are real juicy. I'm trying not to get this on you here.
Okay. It's okay if you do, because I'm green, and if you get red on me, then I'll be really Christmassy.
And then we added cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cook this down. And basically we're making just a basic tomato sauce. But like a stew, you want it, chunky's good. So you don't want it too thick there. But anyway, we're going to let that cook down, and then next segment we're going to add some fresh seafood and all that kind of good stuff to it. So we're going to make this as a base.
Now those smell so good, and as those fumes of the onions are coming out, my eyes are starting to water a little bit now. Scott, I know you deal with a lot of onions, 2 different types there.
Right.
What is your trick for cutting onions where you don't just look like somebody comes in and you look like you're having a terrible day?
It's an emotional day, you know.
I'm okay, I promise.
There's a rumor, or I don't know how true it is, the sharper the knife, the less you cry. And so you want to have a real sharp knife. You actually want to keep your onions cold. And if it just gets really bad, just stick your face in the freezer for a few minutes with your eyes open, and it'll cool your eyes a little bit.
Good tips there from Scott, and he knows his stuff. Okay, when we come back in just a few minutes, Katie's going to tell us about all the good things going on at Pinzones. I know there's a beer tasting this weekend and a lot of new things at Pinzones. Oh, you have to check it out. Meanwhile, going to let this continue cooking, continue sweating with the flavors sweat out. You can get the recipe on our website, fox10tv.com. It's on the Studio 10 page. Joe?
Back in the kitchen with Scott and Katie from Pinzones, working on a Italian Christmas dish. What is this here, Scott?
This is a brodetto.
Brodetto.
Yeah, it's a great seafood stew.
And what do we all have in here right now?
Well, we took a lot of the
several different.
Yeah, things. a lot of things. The Roma tomatoes, the heirloom tomatoes, and the cherry tomatoes have made up our base sauce, and now we're just going to add a little bit of the fish. I would recommend a really nice thick fish, especially for a stew. Like in this case, we're using swordfish because it'll hold up.
And you've got a lot of different things on there. What else do we have on there?
Well, let's see. We have calamari, got a little octopus in there, got a little shrimp, and I have some clams and mussels.
Pretty fancy, Scott. You always do it up fancy and always do it big at Pinzones Italian Village. And Katie, tell us a little bit about some of the things that are going on over at Pinzones.
Well, on our average day, we have the main dining that you can dine at for lunch and dinner, and then we have our wine bar that's open for lunch and dinner, and it stays open 1 hour after the restaurant. So if you're out to dinner and want to go and get a glass of wine before you head back, you can. We have a deli. As Boar's Head meats and cheeses, and coming soon is going to be Isabella's, our steakhouse. But soon, actually, it goes along with y'all's theme. Fairhope, the city of Fairhope, is having Christmas in July this Saturday.
Awesome.
And a lot of the downtown merchants are putting a lot of their merchandise on sale. So if you're in the town, you can stop by for lunch and get some energy before you head back out
There
to
we
spend
go.
some more money.
That's right. Christmas in July in Fairhope this weekend, so that's pretty cool. This dish is looking fantastic. All the ingredients are online, and we also have a beer tasting event, which we'll tell you about in our final segment with Pinzones when we come back to finish up this brodetto as well. And Michael, it's not snowing outside. What's the deal, man?
Welcome back to Studio 10. Happy Tuesday, friends. We have Scott and Katie from Pinzones Italian Village in the kitchen. Christmas in July here on Studio 10, so you're making something with some red, some green. Tell everybody about it.
It's called a brodetto, which means broth, and basically it's just a great seafood stew.
A lot of good stuff in it.
Got swordfish, got calamari, I got shrimp, some mussels, clams, throwing a little bit of octopus in there. I like that.
Oh,
So,
all
real
right.
good.
Look at all that. And you said it's a little spicy.
A little bit. I went crazy with y'all spice rack. Y'all stocked this kitchen so well.
Trying new things.
I was like in a candy store. It's like great, you know. So.
Oh, that looks really, really good. Now, you can try some great things at Pinzones. It is in downtown Fairhope, and you guys have something really fun coming up, a beer tasting.
Right, yeah. Saturday is the Christmas in July in Fairhope, and then Sunday at Pinzones, we're going to have it in the wine bar. It's at 5 o'clock, and it's going to be a beer dunch. Instead of brunch in the morning, we're having a dunch at 5 o'clock, and it's a 4-course meal. We're going to be featuring 4 different beers, Back 40 Brewing Company, Blue Pants, and the main course will be featuring a very local brewery, which is the Fairhope Brewing Company that has just opened recently. And so we're going to be featuring their black painted IPA. So really excited. It's going to be in the wine bar again at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So after you do all your Christmas shopping on Saturday, you can stop by for some beer.
Yeah.
Is this something you need to make reservations?
Yeah, they would need to call and make
Yeah,
reservations.
you can call
Okay.
the restaurant. It's 990-5535. And also you can like us on Facebook, Pinzones Italian Downtown, and keep up with all of our other events that are going on. We're constantly updating and keeping the public knowing what's going on.
Okay, and if you missed that phone number, we'll make sure that we have that on our website, as well as this recipe, fox10tv.com. That is our website. All you have to do is go to the Studio 10 page at the top. I can't wait to taste this. Now, we have some more things for you Christmas in July here on Studio 10, so we will do that in just a few minutes. Don't go away.